Hello guys, and welcome to the Africa with Philly. In this video we'll be discussing about another sensitive topic as usual. So in this video we will be talking about how the meaning of xenophobia has lost its value. It has lost its credibility. I don't even know if I should say it that way. Like, the meaning is not that substantial anymore. The reason why I say this is because it has been overused for the wrong reasons. Now, what is xenophobia? Xenophobia is a word used to silence South Africans. I didn't come up with that, but I do agree with what they say, that xenophobia is just a word used to silence South Africans whenever they express themselves about things that they disagree with. Well, for example, whenever a South African would complain about something that is done by a non-South African, whether white or black or green or blue, then they are called xenophobic. But whenever a South African complains about another South African, they don't call it xenophobic. They don't say anything. Of course, xenophobia only refers to like someone of like a different country or a foreign national, I would say. But then it has been overused even when it's not necessary. Are we saying that we as South Africans are not allowed to complain about other nationals because we are scared of being called xenophobic? So when another national does wrong in South Africa, are we supposed to keep quiet? Why is it that when a South African commits crime in the country, we do mention like from where that particular person is from? For example, we'd say, okay, a guy from Soweto did this, or a guy from Kailita did this. Obviously, by saying that, we are already agreeing that this person is South African and they have committed a crime of a certain manner. But when we say that a person from Malawi maybe committed a crime of some sort, now that's when we are labeled as xenophobic. Why is it that they don't, like, you don't complain when we say that a South African from this part of the country committed a crime, but then the moment we mention that the person who committed a particular crime is not South African and we mention their nationality, we are now labeled as xenophobic? I feel like xenophobia, like the word, has been overused to a point that it doesn't scare me anymore. Like, you can like come with whatever that you wish to and label me xenophobic for saying this. It doesn't matter anymore because the word xenophobia has lost its meaning. I'm going to say this again. What does xenophobia mean? Xenophobia is a word used to silence South Africans whenever other nationalities commit a crime in South Africa. Well, this is just, it's very important that we acknowledge that whenever someone does wrong, of course, we have to identify where the person is from, and like for statistics reasons as well, and just to know who the perpetrator is, because there's no way like a crime can be committed and we don't give details about who committed the crime. We have to know. So if a South African committed it, we mention it, like, okay, it's a South African from this place who committed this type of crime. And if it's a non-South African, we also have to know. So don't call us xenophobic for saying that a person who is non-South African committed a particular crime. Because when it comes to crime, we all know that crime has no nationality, right? But if a crime is committed by a particular person from a particular place, it's very important for us to mention it, that this person from so and so committed a crime of this sort. So don't come here labeling us xenophobic for saying this, because I'm sure that's how it's done in your countries as well, whether you're from wherever in Africa or wherever in Europe or America, it doesn't matter. They always mention where the person is from. So yeah, if a crime is committed, we have to know. And whenever like someone who is not from the country does something, South Africans are not really allowed to say that that person is not South African, because the moment they say that, they are being silent by the word xenophobia. Xenophobia. It's just so sad, and this has gotten out of hand. And by saying this, I'm not trying to deny that xenophobia as well is also a crime against humanity, and that we have incidences that it has happened. It's like xenophobia is not like, it doesn't happen only in South Africa, it happens all over. For example, we always give this example where would mention that Nigerians kicked out Ghanaians, and then obviously they want to act like, well, they're not wrong for doing that and they're only doing it because Ghanaians did it first. Truth of the matter is that whenever that happens, that was hate. You chased like your fellow neighbors away. That's hate. And you said that they're doing prostitutions, they're doing this and this and that. But whenever South Africans like call out what other nationals are doing in the country, then they are labeled as xenophobic. Yeah, it's more prevalent in like black communities. Why? Because there are more black people than other races in the country. So obviously it's going to be more visible when it's done to blacks, for example. And if you listen to certain things, it's not only done to them, it's just a thing about humans that not everyone, obviously not everyone is like has hate on other nationalities. No, that's not true. One thing that I know about us as South Africans is that we are welcoming, we are warm people. That's actually very true. It's undeniable. If that was not the case, there's no way we'd have so many people in the country at all. So if you'd find out from other people, whether like Asian or European, like you'd find out that like some of them do complain of incidences where they feel like they were not accepted. Obviously that's like an individual experience in a way. I'm not denying that certain things do happen. They do happen, that's true. But then are you saying that if I could maybe go to Zimbabwe, for example, will everyone treat me in a welcoming manner? Nope, that's not true, because it's a human thing. It also depends on how you were raised, so you can like label everyone in the same pot. And I know we also do the same thing, which is wrong, and I accept that. But I guess I've blabbed a lot. Bottom line of this video is that xenophobia is a word that has been overused and somehow doesn't scare South Africans anymore because it has lost its meaning. Well, if you have your own opinions, whatever that you want to say, feel free to drop it down in the comment section below. But yeah, thank you for watching. I just wanted to like send the message out that xenophobia has been overused. It has lost its meaning.